Well, hello, wonderful educators. Welcome back to Oasis for Teachers, where we help educators overcome burnout by becoming whole. Body, mind, spirit, finances, and relationships. Today, I'm sharing 5 real things that I had to stop doing to finally lose the weight. This isn't about fads or pressure or crash diets. It's about internal shifts that help me to show up for my health in a sustainable way. So let's talk about it. So if you're on a wellness journey too, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Let's take this path or this journey together. If you want more resources on how to overcome burnout, go to oasisedservices.com. So if you're new to this channel, again, welcome to Oasis for Teachers. Maybe you haven't seen any of my weight loss videos from before, but a couple of years ago, I got to the heaviest that I had ever gotten, and I have lost over 70 pounds. And throughout the past year, I have maintained that weight loss. But I had to finally make some shifts. There were actually 5 things that I did that helped me to finally lose the weight and to keep it off. So the first thing that I did is I stopped trying to do it alone. For the longest time, I thought I could do it on my own. I thought I had the willpower. I can do this. But guess what? Especially when I got into my 40s, it was so much more challenging to lose weight and to take care of myself that I needed to bring in some help. So the first thing that I did is I hired a wellness coach, and she was a special type of wellness coach. Shout out to Coach Angie B. I'll put the link to her website in the description below, but she helped me in multiple areas of my life. She is a holistic wellness coach, and she's all about becoming whole in your physical body, in your mental health, as well as spiritually. And so she helped me get into yoga and exercise and meditation and just being more intentional with my spiritual life. And she even helped me to start my Oasis business. So man, she's incredible. Check her out. But that was one of my first steps in my health and wellness journey. And then also I decided to seek the professional help of my doctor. And that included using weight loss medication. So I started taking Zepbound, and that just accelerated. It accelerated my weight loss. I suggest that you speak to a doctor, but man, weight loss medication absolutely changed my life and my weight loss journey. So I'm all about it. But as always, check with your doctor. You gotta get their opinion on if that's right for you. All right, here's another thing that I stopped doing in order to get that weight off. I stopped neglecting self-care. Being intentional with self-care has absolutely changed my life. So my weight gain, it wasn't just about food. It was about neglect, honestly. I was skipping meals. I was running on caffeine. I was barely sleeping. I was burnt out. And when I started showing myself basic self-care, sleeping, drinking water, resting, taking care of myself, body, mind, and spirit, my body finally felt safe enough that it could change. So losing weight started with me honoring those needs, because self-care, it's not a priority. It's not a luxury. It is a necessity. Here's the third thing I stopped doing. I stopped obsessing about the scale. Now, I still weigh myself every day. I'm just saying I do that. Now, you might not want to do that, but I do. It helps me to kind of see where I am in my weight, but I don't just use that one number as just the end all and be all of my weight loss or my maintenance. And the cool thing was, honestly, with the weight loss medication, when I started on the weight loss medication, the scale always went down. It didn't go up until I went into my maintenance phase. And from there, I just balanced. But I stay within the same 5 pound range. And so I just keep the scale. I get on the scale every morning to kind of balance where I am to make sure I'm not gaining or I'm not losing more than what I should, because I'm in that maintenance phase. So, but I stopped obsessing about it. And if I gained a couple of pounds or if I lost here and there, it wasn't the end all and be all and caused me to spiral. I started looking also at how are my clothes fitting? How do I look in pictures? How do I move? How do I feel? Yeah, because the scale doesn't tell the full story. Also with me working out, the muscles coming on, I'm excited about that. But I stopped obsessing over the number and started looking at other things, and I celebrated those wins. All right, here's the fourth thing I stopped doing. I stopped trying to be perfect, or at least I tried to stop. This is a lifelong journey. It's a process. Who are you to judge me? Anywho, I used to think it had to be like all or nothing. I wanted to do the meal prep. I wanted to make sure I was working out every day. I wasn't making any mistakes. I still deal with perfectionism, but to know it doesn't have to be perfect. Man, sometimes my yoga practice looks a hot mess. My meditation time, my mind is all over the place and I can't focus, or I'm trying to pray and my mind is going all over the place. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Guess what? I showed up, and that's what counts. Keep showing up for yourself, even when it's not perfect. Celebrate the fact that you're showing up for yourself. That's a win, y'all, because progress is better than perfect. Perfect will never happen. Not on this side of the grave. All right. And the last thing that I stopped doing was skipping sleep. Wow. I used to think that working out or moving was the foundation of health. I thought that what you ate was the foundation of health. Water was the foundation of health. I did not know that the foundation, the most important thing, the thing that you need to work on the most is making sure that you are getting your proper rest. The body needs at least 7 to 9 hours of rest each night. It is great if you can go to bed around the same time and get up around the same time. I know that's challenging over the summer, but still try to get those hours in. And research has shown that if you neglect your sleep during the week, it's not like you can make up for it on the weekend, or we can make up for it over the summers. You're going to have to constantly work on getting the proper amount of sleep, because it's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging to eat the right thing. It's going to be challenging to lose weight. It's going to be challenging to mentally focus and to have those loving relationships. Because man, when I don't sleep like I need to, you're talking about cranky. It's not good for my relationships or my students. My students call that the other Miss Waters. And sometimes the other Miss Waters would come out, especially when I was tired. So make sure that you're getting your proper rest. You need that proper rest to even help with your weight loss. So sleep now for me, non-negotiable. My body functions better. It helps with the cravings. And I just have energy to move and to think more clearly. So to help with this, try to have a wind down routine at night, dimming the lights. You can have an alarm clock to wake up at a certain time every day. But as best you can, try to have a sleep routine and a beautiful sleep environment that is conducive to a good night's sleep. You can check out my other videos on sleep to help you with that. We'll put them in the description below. If you are on this weight loss journey, you are not alone, and it is not easy. Woo! It is not easy. And so you might not have to do more. It might need to be something that you need to stop doing. Stop doing those things that no longer serve you. So comment below, what's maybe something you need to let go of to move forward in your weight loss journey? And if you want more real talk on wellness for educators, how to become the whole educator, and to overcome burnout, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There's so much greatness in you. Go forth and be great. I'll see you next time in the Oasis.